Do you struggle to accept compliments without feeling awkward? Let's explore how accepting compliments can change your relationships for the better. Welcome to Cheap Talk, where we dive deep into life's little dilemmas. Today, we're tackling something super relatable, the awkward dance of receiving compliments. Ever feel that weird cringe when someone praises you?
Oh, totally. Like, no, it was nothing. Shuffles feet, avoids eye contact. Classic.
Exactly. This compliment squirm, as I like to call it, is surprisingly common, especially, get this, in cultures that emphasize humility. It's like we've been programmed to deflect praise,
It's true, I've noticed that. Like, it's almost rude to just say thank you.
right? But here's the thing. This seemingly harmless habit can actually hold us back, big time. The input text we're discussing today dives into this whole compliment shame phenomenon, and it's fascinating.
Oh, tell me more.
Well, it starts with understanding why we do this. Past experiences like constant criticism or a lack of positive reinforcement can make us feel unworthy of praise. We develop this low deservingness factor.
So it's like our inner voice is saying, they're wrong. I'm not actually good at this.
Precisely. Or sometimes the praise itself is misguided. Like, imagine you're a high-achieving woman at work and someone compliments your homemade lunch and calls you domestic. It misses the mark entirely.
Oh, yes. Infuriating. That doesn't feel like praise. It feels like a backhanded, yeah.
Totally. But whatever the reason, deflecting compliments can damage our relationships and even our careers. The input text points out that by rejecting praise, we're also rejecting the other person's attempt to connect.
Right. It shuts down the conversation.
Exactly, it creates this awkward disconnect. And professionally, it can prevent us from sharing good ideas, going for promotions, or even just owning our accomplishments in interviews. It's like we're sabotaging ourselves.
So how do we break free from this compliment sham? I really need to know.
Well, the input text suggests a simple but powerful three-step process. Acknowledge, appreciate, and inquire.
Ooh, I like that. Break it down for me.
Okay, so first, just acknowledge the compliment. Say thank you. Resist the urge to immediately downplay it. Then, show appreciation, maybe even return the compliment. And finally, inquire, ask a related question to keep the conversation going.
So instead of saying, oh, this old thing, I just threw it together, to a compliment on my outfit, I could say, thanks, I love your shoes too. Where did you get them?
Perfect. You've turned a potentially awkward moment into a genuine connection. And the more we practice this, the more we start to internalize those positive messages about ourselves. We build up that deservingness factor.
That makes so much sense. It's like retraining our brains to accept good things about ourselves. If you are enjoying this empowering discussion as much as I am, be sure to like this episode and subscribe to Cheap Talk for more life-changing insights.
So we've been talking about this whole compliment squirm thing and how it can really hold us back. But this input text offers some fantastic advice on actually embracing compliments. It's all about retraining our brains, you know?
Yeah? Like, how do we actually do that? It's easier said than done, right?
Totally. But this three-step process they outline, acknowledge, appreciate, inquire, is surprisingly simple. First, just a straightforward thank you. No deflecting. Then show some appreciation, maybe even return the compliment. And finally, ask a question. It's brilliant.
So, like, if someone says, wow, you crushed that presentation, instead of saying, oh, it was nothing, I just winged it, I could say, what? Thanks. I really appreciate that. I noticed you had some great points in the Q&A too. How did you come up with those? Something like that.
Exactly. You acknowledged the compliment, appreciated it, and kept the conversation going. Boom. And this text emphasizes returning the compliment, which honestly I hadn't thought much about before.
Right? It creates that nice little reciprocal loop. Like, it shows you're not just absorbing the praise, but you're also observant and generous, I guess. It spreads the good vibes.
Totally. And this input text mentions the Aronson effect. Have you heard of that? Which basically says people are drawn to those who show increasing appreciation. So returning compliments actually strengthens the connection.
Oh, that's interesting. So it's not just about feeling good, it's strategic too, like relationship building strategic. Cool.
Right? And it's not just about external validation. The text also talks about this amazing case study of a young woman who, through constant positive reinforcement, totally transformed her self-image. She went from hiding behind a mask to like owning her awesomeness.
Wow, that's powerful. It shows how these seemingly small interactions can have a huge impact on our self-worth. It's like the more we accept compliments, the more we start to believe them. We build up that deservingness factor you mentioned earlier.
Precisely. And the text gives some great advice on giving specific, genuine compliments too, which, let's be honest, can be just as awkward as receiving them sometimes.
Oh, for sure. Like instead of just saying nice shoes, say, I love the detail on your shoes. They really complement your outfit. Where did you get them? Something like that?
Perfect. You've turned a generic compliment into a conversation starter, and the input really stresses the importance of focusing on effort and personal qualities rather than just surface level stuff, like complimenting someone's work ethic or creativity instead of just their appearance.
Right. It's about seeing the person behind the shoes, so to speak. If you are finding this helpful, and I'm sure you are, hit that like button and subscribe to Cheap Talk for more tips on navigating this crazy thing called life.
So we've been diving deep into this whole compliment squirm phenomenon. And this research, especially the work from Wang Swan in 2008 on cross-cultural compliment responses, really sheds light on how deeply ingrained it is, especially when you look at the intersection of language and culture. Hmm.
Yeah, that compliment shame, as you called it earlier, is a real thing. I mean, this KY article highlights how it can impact everything from our personal relationships to our sense of self worth. And the Chinese perspective, like they explore here, is a fascinating lens.
Totally. And this 2000 paper by Li Yinfang on Mandarin discourse adds another layer to this. They analyze how praise and responses function in everyday conversations, which gives us a really granular look at this dynamic. It's like, how does the language itself shape our reactions to compliments?
Right? Like, are there certain phrases or cultural scripts that make us more likely to deflect praise? It's so interesting how these linguistic nuances play out. I'm curious, what does the input say about overcoming this compliment shame? It feels so ingrained sometimes, you know?
Well, they key in on this idea of deservingness, or what the text refers to as Kanzelbspiegeln. It's like, do we actually believe we're worthy of the praise? And they connect it to the Aaronson effect, that idea that we're drawn to people who show increasing appreciation over time. Hmm.
Oh, that's fascinating. So, accepting compliments not only helps us feel better about ourselves, it also strengthens our connections with others. It's a win win. This is seriously some life changing stuff. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Cheap Talk, folks. We're serving up wisdom nuggets every week.
Exactly. It's about building up that internal sense of worthiness. And Dweck's mindset research from 2007, which they mention here, is really relevant. A growth mindset, that belief that we can improve and evolve, is crucial for accepting compliments as opportunities for growth rather than threats to our egos.
So true. It's like shifting from I'm not good enough to I can become even better. And that KY article, with its focus on practical tips, is such a valuable resource. They really break down how to put this into practice, you know?
Absolutely. They encourage us to really savor the compliment, feel the positive energy, and then respond authentically. It's not about rote responses or forced gratitude, but genuine appreciation. Hmm.
Right. It's about being present in the moment and embracing the connection. And by the way, folks, if you're digging this conversation as much as we are, spread the love. Share this episode with your friends, family, your mailman, everyone. Let's all get better at accepting compliments.
Yes, let's break free from the compliment squirm and embrace the positive vibes. That's all the time we have for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in to Cheap Talk. Remember to subscribe for more insightful conversations. And for me personally, a big thank you for joining us on this journey of self-discovery. Keep those compliments coming and keep accepting them with grace. Bye for now.
Catch you next time.